With the United States death toll from COVID-19 topping 185,000 and cases surging past 6 million, hope for containing the disease is now largely placed in the furious pursuit of a vaccine. Operation Warp Speed, as it's called, is compressing developmental stages while claiming to adhere to all safety standards in a bid to fast-track a breakthrough.
If someone comes out and says, I'm going to shoot for the possibility that I'll get it by October, you can't argue strongly against that. That's unlikely, not impossible.
Now, in a letter to states, the head of the U.S. Centers for Disease Control, Dr. Robert Redfield, has urged states to be ready to distribute a potential vaccine by November 1st. This has raised eyebrows as that date is just 2 days ahead of the U.S. presidential election and seemingly too soon for Phase 3 clinical trials to have been completed, suggesting to some critics of the Trump administration that the timing could be based on political concerns and not science. And scientists have recently warned that rushing any potential COVID-19 vaccine to market could backfire.
The risk of approving a vaccine prematurely for use is that, first of all, it will make it very difficult to continue with randomized clinical trials. And secondly, that there's a risk of introducing a vaccine that's been inadequately studied, and that might either turn out to have low efficacy, thereby not doing the job of bringing an end to this pandemic.
But on the campaign trail, U.S. President Trump is promising a vaccine is right within reach.
We are delivering life-saving therapies and will produce a vaccine before the end of the year, or maybe even sooner.
Meanwhile, as other nations like China and the UK continue trials for other potential vaccines, the efforts are more internationalised. China is testing vaccines in Peru, Bahrain and other nations and has pledged cheap and easy access to nations, especially in the developing world. The US, meanwhile, says it will not participate in the World Health Organization's efforts to coordinate vaccine development and distribution on a global level. Though Washington is pledging financial support to some countries through the WHO, the organisation, it says it is quitting due to unfounded allegations of corruption and mismanagement. The US has also pledged billions of dollars to global pharmaceutical companies to reserve hundreds of millions of doses of any potential effective vaccine. National politics and also international rivalries could cloud and complicate any distribution of a successful vaccine, especially to developing countries. And that could put many more lives at risk. Nathan King, CGTN at the White House.